Xenagogue Online. Welcome, Guardian. Today we will be looking at the 1320 Legend Lost Sector K1 Communion. Recommended power level 1320. Champions present, Overload and Barrier. Burn present, 50% bonus damage to all solar damage. Shield elements present, Solar and Void. Modifiers present. Locked Loadout. Match game. Mismatching elemental weapons versus enemy shields will considerably lower your damage. Extra shields. Enemy shields are increased from base amounts. Limited revives. Limited fireteam revives. Gain additional revives by defeating champions. Arach-NO. Vandals will drop a wet mine upon death. Number of champions within the Lost Sector. Overload 2. Barrier 3. Advised Loadout. Kinetic Slot. We advise you to use a bow for Overload champion stunning and long-range engagements. Of the 3 kinetic bows available to the Guardian, the 2 that are most easily acquired are Biting Winds and Whispering Slab. Energy Slot. We advise you to use a solar auto rifle of your choice for barrier champion stunning and general damage output. Of the 3 solar auto rifles available to the Guardian, the 2 that are most easily acquired are the Arach-NO and Arctic Haze. You may opt to take Ariana's Vow as your barrier weapon and general damage output. Heavy Slot. We advise you to use Sleeper Simulant for high single target damage. If you have taken Exotic for your energy slot, we advise you to use either Ascendancy Rocket Launcher or Corsair's Wrath Linear Fusion Rifle. Ascendancy is more than likely easier to come across for newer players as Corsair's Wrath is from Season 12, but will benefit more due to solar burn and particle deconstruction. Loadout used in gameplay. Biting Winds. Bow with quick draw and snapshot sights for Overload champion stunning and long-range damage. Arach-NO auto rifle with Outlaw and Frenzy for barrier champion stunning and general damage. Sleeper Simulant exotic trace rifle for high single target damage. Your first champion will spawn in the first room of engagement. A high concentration of rank and file enemies will continuously spawn. Upon eliminating a certain number of enemies, the champion, a barrier champion, will spawn, shielding any remaining rank-and-file enemies that remain. Proceed to stay at a distance from the enemies, taking cover to target the champion directly. Engage, stun, and eliminate to proceed with clearing the room. Your second champion is in the next large room, and once again will have a high concentration of rank and file enemies. We advise you to clear out the right cavern of the large room, as it will serve as your retreat position. Engage Sniper Vandals immediately, as they will be the most dangerous enemies within this area. Take your time and make sure you are always next to cover, so if you need to recover your health, you will be able to do so with ease. Engage, stun, and eliminate to proceed with clearing the room. Third champion will be in the following hallways. An overload champion. Due to the proximity of the champion and following rank and file enemies, immediately engage, stun, and eliminate. Your fourth champion is immediately at the entrance to the boss room, an overload champion. Stun this champion immediately, as this will give you time to target the rank and file enemies that persist around this champion. When enough have been eliminated, engage, stun, and eliminate the champion. Your boss battle is going to have a high concentration of rank and file enemies. Take your time eliminating each one and stay close to cover. Attempting to push forward can lead to unexpected consequences. We advise you to stay to the back of the boss room, dealing damage from afar. As soon as the entire room turns red, the boss will spawn. The boss has high mobility and will rotate around the room quickly. Engaging the boss from a distance will allow you to stay safe from the surrounding rank and file enemies. Eliminating the boss before your fifth champion spawns will not depreciate your rewards. fifth champion will spawn when enough rank and file enemies have been eliminated, a barrier champion. If you are in a forward position, fall back and engage the champion from a distance, as it will shield nearby rank and file enemies. Once the champion is eliminated, you are free to open the Lost Sector chest for your rewards. But if you want to remain on the safe side, eliminate enough enemies until the boss room returns to its white-blue lights. After a certain time after the white-blue lights have turned back on, all enemies within the area will despawn. This concludes the guide to the 1320 Legend Lost Sector, K1 Communion. Fight through the Fallen in a blaze of solar light glory. Xenagogue, offline.